Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it's Saturday game night, and we've got your evenings covered. Welcome to the eISL powered by Coca-Cola. Of course, before we get the show started, a huge shout out to our sponsors, starting off with our associate sponsors Hero, our esports partners, Nordwin Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, for making this event happen. Of course, joining along with me is going to be Aadizema, and today we've got one very exciting matchup. So, Hyderabad going up against Odisha. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's very, very exciting. Two of the teams who have played the fewest matches so far and have a lot of catching up to do. But let's quickly take you through the tournament format. This is, of course, the eISL, India's premier esports FIFA tournament. We are in the league stages, which will culminate on the 13th of March. 3 games per match, 2 1v1s and 1 co-op. Finals to be played between the 19th and 21st of March. The top 4 teams will qualify for the finals, and then on the 21st of March, the winning team members turn against each other to battle it out to represent India in the FIFA Global Series 2022.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate glory. That's what we're talking about, representing the country on a big platform. But, of course, that comes along with a lot of cash in your pockets. Let's take a look at the prize pool. I'm talking about a massive 78 lakh rupees on the line, for which the first position receives 15 lakh rupees, and so on. It reduces. And Nazim, for the MVP, we've got a different prize pool altogether. It's 4 lakh rupees. So a lot of money on the line. We've got a lot of promising contenders, out of which, of course, we will be having a few potential ones playing today. But then again, the matchup that we have, I'm so excited about it because it's going to be so important. And why? Let's take a look at the leaderboard and find out for ourselves. So today we have, of course, like I said, we've got Odisha FC going up against Hyderabad FC. Now, considering Odisha FC has played 9 points, they still have their dreams of making it to the top 4 alive.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they win their next 2 matches, suddenly that bounces them straight up to 6th place. Of course, easier said than done. This is also a Hyderabad FC team that wants to get back in the mix. A couple of wins for them can potentially take them above Kerala Blasters FC as well. So this is, I mean, for both teams, I feel this is a huge match. It's a do or die match because a win is absolutely crucial for both of these two teams' chances. And we could potentially be saying that Odisha FC or Hyderabad FC could technically be knocking the other team out today if the result doesn't go their way.
That's some bold statements to make, but again, the way the matches are getting numbered right now, we've already done with the first phase of most of the teams going up against each other once, but these two rivals are going to go head to head against each other for the very first time. So, of course, the first matchup, Duggal going up against DK, and the game number 2 that we have is sort of a main event showdown, you can call, between two of the FIFA greats that we have in the country right now. Shubham going up against Aadizema. Now, Aadizema is on an impressive run considering how he defeated Sharanch last time, but Shubham is something you cannot rule out of, still unbeaten.
Yeah, absolutely. Still unbeaten, and Aadizema are a player who's also very difficult to beat. So going to be a very, very interesting match. Even game number 1, which is of course Duggal versus DK. It's very similar, the matchups. Again, Duggal, a player who didn't start this tournament in the greatest of form, has really picked up in recent times. The same for DK as well. So these guys are really, really looking good. Duggal looking mega sharp with that nice new crop cut of his. So good job on the styling over there, and thumbs up. Is it a thumbs up? Well, DK look like they're going to the same barber together. DK has also got a very nice trim going on the side. So yeah, and I'm quite liking the new Hyderabad FC jacket that he's got. That's pretty nice as well. Can anyone from production, if you'd like to send across one of those to me, I would be very happy to wear one of those. But there we go. The thumbs are up, and we can have a look at their head-to-heads. Duggal, of course, has been a little bit more prolific in the goal-scoring department. DK, not so much, but he did score a fair amount of goals in his last couple of games. So it's a huge match. It is huge, huge, huge. All the thumbs are up and the smiles are out right now. But I mean, make no mistake, this is 100% do or die for both teams today.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, can't agree more with you. But talking about how Odisha FC have progressed, right? I think the iconic matchup against Jamshedpur FC is something where we really saw these two players really getting out of the bubbles, right? They
Yeah.
went all in, and both of them were so prolific. Now, yeah, they've definitely upped their fashion quotient over here. But yeah, today more than that, they would be having to win the respective games. Now, starting off. Dugal and DK, right? So DK has also, is having a rough time, but then again, somehow he's still managing to hold himself really intact, and he did manage to pull off a draw against Naveen, I believe, which is a really good feat. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're finally on with the game, and we've got Odisha FC, they're black from left to right, and Hyderabad FC in their signature yellow from right to left.
Yeah, it's a huge game. This, I think, for both players, it's crucial to get some kind of a result to take the pressure off their teammates. Of course, Aadizema and Shubham both have been in their fair share of pressure matches. Shubham, the one guy who has never cracked under that pressure. Aadizema has still, of course, been defeated a couple of times. So it's going to be nervy. I think both players will try to take it a little bit safe, play it safe right at the beginning, and just feel their way in. We can see Duggal over there, well worked over here, has the gap on the right. Will he take that shot straight away? Nope. Decided not to pull the trigger over there. Of course, now you can shoot from slightly more odd angles. The keeper's prone to making less incredible saves after the latest title update to the game. We haven't seen these guys use, any new players today. It looks like it's the same meta. We do see a Neymar Jr. in for Duggal. Will he go for that shot? Not quite. So nervy, little tentative start, you would say, from both players. Let's see if they start going into the game.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, it's been a while. They've been playing the FIFA. Hyderabad FC has gotten quite some matches played on in between that. But Odisha FC, I think it was 12th of January when they last played the game. So it's been a couple of days that they were out of action. So of course, it's quite obvious that they're going to be, starting off a little bit slow. But mind you, Azim, we've seen Duggal, the way he's been, upping his game every single time he comes. He's definitely always got some tricks up his sleeve, right? And this time he intends to attack from the left wing, but still, just playing around, trying to annoy DK and then try to get inside. But DK is going to be patient than ever. We've seen him progressing also as the league has gone by. And these sort of, careless passes is something that's kind of unforgivable. And there you go, DK is on his counter attack just to give it away. Wow.
Yeah, both players are giving the ball away very, very, very cheaply. Interesting to have a look. I always enjoy looking at Duggal's camera. It always looks like he's just, it's like he's just watching a mildly entertaining TV show. Just no major expression, occasionally a little bit of a smile. Whereas DK, full intensity, full concentration, and he's trying to defend. So both players not really getting into that final third. The passing has not been particularly great over there, although he has stolen the ball off Maldini over here. Mbappe in the box, but again, that final pass not working. The first pass not working for Odisha FC to get it all out. It is a little nervy right now. I think it's going to take a goal to settle things down. We might just see that goal over here. Twisting and turning is DK, trying to create that space, but Duggal is defending this very, very well, using those midfielders. You can see Neymar must be exhausted from all that twisting, turning, maybe a little bit dizzy as well. And Odisha FC come away with it. The counter is on. If he chooses to go first time, decides to play it safe, and he will take his time and build another move.
Yeah, I thought he was going for a through pass, but never mind. He intends on having his men numbers ahead. But there you go, shot taken with Neymar Jr. But Casillas very quick to react. We've seen this goalkeeper being one of the hot favourites amongst the players in the recent times. But again, Mbappe and Neymar applying that extra bit of pressure, trying to pass it on to its Pele over there, but just going away. Minded, it's, I think, Eusebio on 15.
Yeah, it does look, the passing in these areas for both players is fine. That's a good spot to find Mateus over there. But once they reach here, I think both players are looking very organized, very solid at the back, and it's going to take that little bit of magic or that one slip up, that one mistake, which will create the chance. There you go again, not quite able to do anything with the possession at the edge of the area. DK, similar story for both players at the moment. We are, this half is sort of breezed by. We're 31 minutes in right now. and just the one shot that Dougal has managed to get away, not a particularly clean shot. It was not the best angle on the weaker foot with Neymar, so wasn't necessarily going to trouble the keeper too much. And another giveaway. And now, this time DK, can he look early? Nope, not quite. He will look to Pele, and let's see if he can build from here.
Oh yeah, it's going to be really interesting because with just 10 more minutes remaining before the first half whistle blows off, someone needs to break the deadlock. And yeah, I think both the players are looking a little bit rusty, making a few careless passes here and there. Not a lot of shots have been taken. They just want to start feeling it before they go all in. I think the second half is definitely going to be really bright. But for now, I think there's a chance on the goal, passing it on towards Ronaldo, who in turn is just dribbling around. Mbappe on that left wing will have to search for yet another body. Finds Neymar Jr. Passes it on towards Ronaldo. Someone has to take the shot, and maybe over here, correct me if I'm wrong, Dougal's starting to overthink, and it's definitely clouding his judgment.
Yeah, but you have to say the defense from DK also has been very, very organized. He's not really leaving any gaps. So I do think at some point in the second half, both these players are going to need to get a little bit more creative, go for taking a few more risks. Because for right now, they're playing it very safe, and because when you play it safe, when you play it slow, it gives the opponent the time to settle his defense. But this time, speeding it up a little bit, not quite getting that turn. And it's again a cheap giveaway. We've seen it's been the theme of this half. As soon as the possession is retained, a quick pass, just trying to hurry it too much and giving it away. But you can see the hustle on defense, no time being afforded to either player. And DK knows he's had a couple of chances to get in, but that final pass has let him down. It is 0-0 at halftime, and it can really only get better from here.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, no doubts in that. But then again, talking about this first half that we've had, I think DK could certainly do better in terms of how he's been attacking, because most of the time he's got to play around, the midfield, trying to keep off Dougal from trying to enter inside his zone. And most of the time we did see him defending. So not a lot of chances being created. And well, Shubham still very confident about his teammate. He knows what he has to do. They have had a quick chat about it, and yeah, I mean, Dougal, the way he started off, is looking a little bit rusty, but still, I think he's been applying a lot of pressure on DK, and I think DK has done a very decent job of keeping him at bay. So at 45 minutes in, nothing really breaking the ice between these two men who are here to fight, who are here to win. But with the commencement of the second half, I think we can anticipate some goals coming in from either of the sides.
Yeah, well, let's hope we get a little bit more attacking quality in the second half. We both know that these players are more than capable, and I think they just need to speed it up a little bit. I think that's what Aadizema would have been telling DK as well. Now the gaps are starting to appear just a little bit, but again, allowing the defense to settle, not quite playing on instinct, playing the ball quickly enough. But an improvement certainly in these opening few minutes from the first half. More intent from both players. A pause cued immediately by DK. Let's see if he's spotted something that he needs to change. And we can see Mbappe over there. This is a good opportunity. It is the corner, I think the first corner of the game. And I think DK just wanting a pause to change something in his settings. Maybe, maybe a change of controller or something is in order. Maybe he's blaming the controller. Let's see.
I mean, a lot of things are happening over here, and controllers, yeah, we've got that ominous sign. Sometimes, players tend to break their controllers also, but I think they're going to be a little soft on it. I don't know why. DK is kind of seemingly looking frustrated with what's happening. He usually is a chirpy guy. He laughs, he enjoys. But today he's looking a little agitated. I cannot understand why. No, maybe because Tuchel has been maintaining a lot of possession. He's still not getting a lot of breaks. He's not taking a lot of shots. As the corner goes in, Gullit takes the header but does not score. He misses it. And it's still 0-0.
Yeah, that was a huge opportunity, and I'm sure Dougal is going to be kicking himself. I think he did the right thing. He was going for that far post, but just I think pulled the analog stick a little bit too much to the right. Usually the heading accuracy from Gullit is brilliant, and Gullit now at the other end. This is a big opportunity with Eusebio again. I think overthinking that, and it is offside. He could have just taken a shot over there. And I think it's worth just having a shot because, I mean, even if it doesn't go in, it'll force the save. Maybe you can pick up something off the rebound. Maybe you can get a corner. Now DK trying to get a bit creative on the edge of the area. He's got Mbappe in there. He's also got, it does look like he's getting bullets further forward, but couldn't quite find him. And this is now because DK is trying to go a little bit more aggressive, trying to get more bodies into the box. It is going to leave a few chances and a few spaces for Dugal to try and get into on the counter attack. So that could be the theme of this game, with DK trying to seize the initiative and Dugal trying to punish him on the counter. But that pass again, there's been so many. Lothar Matthäus having probably the worst game of his career for both teams, you would have to say, in midfield. So many cheap giveaways, and now with Eusebio, this is the opportunity. Take the shot. Why didn't he take the shot? Again, looking for a pass, just didn't have the confidence there.
Yeah, I mean, there's something wrong with the players today. Something is definitely off about DK. That should have been a shot. You know, had it been a player, let's say like Imad or maybe Ankit Gupta, they would have gone for it. But Dugal also having a chance, but good defense coming in, tackling there in the very last moment and winning the ball, giving it away to the keeper. And Hyderabad FC have their chances on a counter attack right now. Neymar Jr. will go in for the cross, but that should be a goal. But no, says Van der Sar, as he takes the leap and it goes out for a corner. And Gullit will, of course, intercept it away, but the danger is not over till now. So some exciting moments inside the matches, but still no outcome coming whatsoever.
Yeah, I think when he put that cross in, he literally found the worst player on the pitch to be taking a header, because Eusebio, probably the shortest man on the pitch and not the greatest header of the ball, for everything else that he offers you. Heading, probably not the best ability. Again, a little bit tight at the back. Cafu using the switch to Neymar. It looks like he wants to get behind on that left flank. Again, another giveaway in the middle of the park. This could be tight if Dugal can work it right, but nope. That final ball, that final piece of the puzzle, the little trick to beat the man, not happening for either player so far. And again, I think had the opportunity to play in Ronaldo, well, gets to him eventually. And now Eusebio holding that ball up. Let's see if he can do something about it. It's 73 minutes. We are still locked at 0-0. It's very tight, very cagey. I think the magnitude of the occasion over here may be getting to both players, because they know for their chances of the top four to stay alive, both teams know that they have to win this game, particularly Hyderabad FC. I mean, if they don't get a win over here, it's probably game over in terms of the top four. So it's huge stakes over here. And now, finally working, it has Gullit, has Mbappe in there. Will he take the shot? He does take the shot this time. Played that very well, did DK. He's getting closer. And now a bit of advice from Shubham as well.
Yeah, finally he had to chime in, right? Because initially he thought during this, with the start of the second half, things could have gotten better. But that surely does not look like to be the case over here, because Dugal, ideally, he's a kind of a player who likes to score really early on. And the way game is going on over here, it's definitely not favoring either of these lads. Now DK has picked up some sort of momentum in the second half. He's trying to get in, he's sort of beating the defenders, but the moment he's got a score, that's where a little bit of overthinking is causing him to ruin that run from over there. And the chances of scoring are getting very limited. But this time again, the keeper just punching the ball away, still managing to save it off, but not out of harm's way. But Odisha FC, I think, with Gullit leading the attack over here, passing on to its Mbappe, Ronaldo with the left wings. Now this is where Odisha FC needs to counter-attack, and they need to score. Someone needs to, because it's 80 minutes in and we haven't seen a single goal. This could have been a chance. And see, I'm sad already.
Yeah, it's been defenses on top for the most part over here, you would have to say. Even the corner routine over there, you could see he brought on Zlatan Ibrahimovic probably only just for that corner. But you can see again, Lothar Matthäus gives the ball away, but gets it back. But you can see even from the corner, like DK left 3 players back. Now he's got Zlatan. This is a big opportunity. He needs to square this ball or take the shot. Takes the shot. It's wide. I don't believe it. I don't think DK can believe it. It's gone wide of that near post, and that is unbelievable.
Yeah, you could just see the expression on DK's face. He can't believe what just happened. That might devastate him for the very least, but he still has 5 more minutes. He's got to make something out of
Oh
it.
yes.
Has Ibrahimovic, and this is a promising chance. Races past it,
Oh
and it
my God!
misses. And he misses. Oh, Hazim.
Oh
Aadizema
my
cannot believe
God!
what he just saw.
Oh, I can't believe what I just saw. I thought the moment he got Zlatan in over there, it looked like he had to score, but he's pulled it just wide, and I'm wondering maybe getting Zlatan on instead of a killer finisher like a Cruyff in that position. Could that have been a mistake? Well, I mean, no disrespect to Zlatan. Of course, he is, let's say, the Rajnikant of football
Yeah.
in that sense. But that finishing over there could prove so crucial. And now it's the Zlatan at the other end going forward, not quite able to win it out. And now for DK, this is it. Last chance saloon, almost losing that ball again. I think Dugal right now is setting up to try and just hold on to the draw here. But now Cafu getting forward. There are bodies in the box, 3-4 bodies, can't find either of them. Finds Crow. Oh my goodness, it looks like it's going to meander to a 0-0. And I don't think DK can believe that is finished 0-0. You can see the frustration. Two clear chances. Don't break the headphones, DK. Don't be a Toto Wolf. But yes, there you go. No, DK, no. That was so not right, as Toto Wolf would say. But there you go. It is 0-0.
Oh God, oh God. I mean, with the way things went for the Mercedes this time around, but of course, Hyderabad FC not really happy, Azim, with the outcome of the game. And Dougal, I mean, he's got a pretty sharp cut, but it was a pretty dull day for him, right? So, of
Yeah.
course, a lot of things could have been worked upon. But I think this is the first time in the history of eISL we are looking at a goalless match. And we've seen goals, we've seen equalizers, we've seen a lot of matches ending with draws. But this time, nothing really coming in from both these sides. I mean, Odisha FC clearly looking rusty over here, and DK. Oh God! I mean, this sort of reminds me and takes me back to what Ankit Gupta said. DK के साथ ऐसा ही होता है, and I think it has turned out true.
Yeah, I mean, I think DK was hoping after that horror start to his tournament that his luck would have turned. And it did look like it had turned because he got into two great scoring positions. In fact, even when Dougal had his one opportunity of the game, that header from Gullit, it ended up going wide.
Yeah.
So clearly, I mean, the haircuts have been great, but the finishing in the hair and the beard is excellent. But the finishing on the pitch, leaving a lot to be desired. But I think out of the two, it's probably Dougal who would be happier with that result, considering that it was DK who created most of the chances, and you're going to see so many of these crazy responses from these players, particularly DK, who really, honestly, should have got at least a 1-0 over there. And you can see the fingers crossed for Shubham as well. How much this means for him. A very, very passionate lad he is. And this one over here, saved by Van der Sar. And the next two were just incredible.
Oh yeah, and more than that, I think considering how the first half went for DK, during the second half, that's where I really feel that he picked up the pace, right? He started creating a lot of chances. He was not letting Dougal do what he wanted, and then we sort of saw Dougal kind of falling off, right? Considering how attacking he was in the first half. Of course, no goals were scored by either of these two players, but still, DK did sort of own the second half. He created those chances, on a lot of which were questionable, where we really felt he could have gone in for the shot, but started second guessing himself, or something or the other happened, and he just did not make it. And this is again one of those few chances which we really thought should have gone in, and DK absolutely furious, just had it been his own place away, I think we would have seen a few controllers and headphones breaking.
Yeah, I mean, he was celebrating that goal already. You could see the "let's go!" Oh, I mean, that would have been a pretty comical reaction to hear in real time. But there you see the expected goals for Hyderabad FC, 2.2, two huge chances, unfortunately passed up in an otherwise fairly dull game, evenly contested game. And it was a tight battle. I was expecting it to be a tight battle, and we have another tight battle coming up now with Shubham and Aadizema. We do know Shubham, of course, unbeaten, but we do have DK here. to chat with us. Let's send him our commiserations. DK, hard luck. Continuing the Ankit Gupta quote of DK के साथ ऐसा ही होता है. How did those two shots not go in?
I have no idea, but I am never playing Zlatan ever again. He was supposed to be one of the best finishers, but I would say there would be some of the game finishing mechanic involved and some of my own mistakes. But as you can see, Adi's helped me so much with defense that I've forgotten my finishing only.
Ah. I mean, DK, there were a few more moments that we witnessed in the game where you could have actually gone in for the shots. You were sort of second guessing yourselves. You went in for the passes. A lot of them were sort of stopped at their tracks. Do you feel you could have done better in those situations had you not had you in fact gone for the shots there directly?
Up to the mark today in the final third. Not just the finishing, but my decision making as well. Adi pointed it out, and Adi was trying to help me throughout. So, as you can see, first half, though, it was all Dougal's game. I did not do much, but second half, when Adi pointed out some of the things I was doing wrong, I changed some instructions on my players, and things started looking better, but disappointed with the result which I got today.
Yeah. Well, for both the teams, you guys and Odisha FC, this is a pretty crunch match for you all, if as in terms of top four hopes. So, has nerves been a bit of a factor? Are you feeling a little bit more pressure going into this game, or are you just treating it like any other game?
A little bit pressure, but that's fine. That's part of the tournament only. It's at
Yeah.
this big stage, so pressure is obviously there, but sometimes it helps also.
But DK, the second matchup that we have, it's Shubham. He's been unbeaten, and Aadizema is having quite a run. So, what are your speculations? Do you think you've come with a plan to finally break his streak today?
I'm not sure. I'm not going to comment on that. Shubham is also a very good friend of mine. But it's going to be a very, very entertaining match to watch because
All right.
these two players have been the best when you consider defensive performances. Like they've conceded the least amount of goals. So I think it's going to be a very fun match to watch.
Yeah, so this is the eISL, the most competitive, also the most politically correct league available in India. But thanks, DK, for your time. Good luck for the rest of the game. We'll chat with you later.
Right. Thank you so much.
I mean, I've
Nobody
got a
has
question.
anything negative to say, na, about anyone.
Exactly. How can they be boys? There, no one's fighting against each other. We've heard nothing. Rather, they're just going, heading off after the games. They found themselves some practice nets. They've been playing cricket. They've been playing football. We've seen all the charades that they're up to. But I'm really surprised. How can none of them fight, and how can they be so polite to each other? Imagine Azim, you're staying with each other for a span of 4 months. Someone's got to break a leg.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Maybe the few people who we've been asking people to comment upon are guys who carried the bats into the hotel. So, अगर bat available नहीं होगा, तो then nobody will get to play cricket. So maybe it's a strategic call that these guys are doing. Who knows? But of course, it's not about cricket right now. It is all about football and the eISL. Shubham now, the hoodie is off. He's getting in the zone. The intensity of the man, always brilliant to watch. And yeah, let's see. Look at him. He's towering over Dougal over there. I think Dougal's seat is just lower than his for the time being. That's why it looks like that. And for Aadizema, it's a huge game, crunch game for them. For Odisha FC, if they get this win, I mean, it could be massive for their momentum. Same for Hyderabad FC as well. It is a little bit more difficult for Hyderabad FC in terms of getting into the top four, considering the extra game that they have played. But we have seen the strangest of things happen in this tournament so far. The Giants being beaten by the Minnows. We've seen ATKMB go out and beat FC Goa. So I mean, these guys are not going to give themselves any knock on their confidence. You look at that skill level that Shubham has, probably the highest that we've seen outside of Lokmanu in recent times. 2-2-5-2, really a guy on top of his game. And Aadizema is going to have his work cut out to try and get something out of this. But let's see which Shubham shows up. Is it the high pressure Shubham who adapts to how his opponent plays? Because that's the kind of player that Aadizema is as well. He adapts a lot to his opponent. or are we going to see the natural Shubham show up today?
So I think DK made a really interesting point. They've conceded very few goals, and most of that, if you talk about Odisha FC at the very least, you could have seen that Shubham initially always used to play the catch-up game because Dugal did have a rough start, and then he was the one who had to clean up all the pieces, right? But ever since Dugal got into a very phenomenal form there. We saw the attacking, version of Shubham, where he doesn't care anymore. He relies on his pure natural animal instinct and absolutely shreds his opponent. So it's going to be really, questionable considering what exactly we're going to be expecting from this lad, because he's been an absolute sportsman. Every single time he comes into the pitch, he's got something that he's playing for. He loves the camera, he loves the audience, he loves the attention. But going up against an opponent like Aadizema, the big wall, who recently just took down the mighty Saranjan, so you can clearly understand that a lot of firecrackers are going to be bursting off in the very first half as we head for a kickoff anytime soon. He's just relaxing. There you go. Odisha FC from left to right in their black, and Hyderabad FC from right to left, but. All right, some technical issues that we've got, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's going to be resolved in quite a while. Maybe a restart is due. But either ways, Azim, I think gives us enough time to talk about this. I think one of the biggest questions is what version of Shubham are we going to witness today? And second comes, is Aadizema going to go absolutely all in the first half itself, or is he going to tire him out and then in the second half show his true colors like he did against Sharaj?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, Aadizema is always a guy who looks to go defense first, in the sense that he's going to make sure he's solid at the back. Let's see if he has, and I'm sure he's a very, very cerebral guy. We saw him perfectly get the tactics right against Saranj and completely nullify his style of play. It's a bit more tricky to do that against Shubham because we haven't really seen a full-on style of play from him. We do know that he's an excellent player. He's good in really every department of the game. He's great in attack. He's great in defense, particularly great in defense. And he's a guy who's managed to figure out tactically how to approach opponents as well. So again, I expect it to be another tight encounter. I think we'll see a bit more confidence in front of goal and in front of the in and around the penalty box from both players, because they do believe very, very highly in their abilities. And just now, I think a little bit of a settings or a technical glitch leading up to that, and we should have the game underway in just a couple of minutes. Love the studio. Unfortunately, not able to visit it myself. Of course, all of our players are in the bubble over there, and we all want them to be as safe as they possibly can be. But yes, look at them. Aadizema bouncing his head. Maybe a little bit of music playing for him as well. Who knows? And yeah, it's nervy. You hate the waiting. You just want to, let's get started, let's get going. It's like the waiting is the worst part of all of these, and just keeping yourself in that zone, psyching yourself up. It's always helpful to have a partner, though. Just somebody to lighten the mood, somebody to bounce ideas off. I think it's great that we have not just individual players, but like two players representing each team.
Yeah, I mean, of course, a little bit of, airy moment before we get started. There you go, the fist bump coming in. And Aadizema would, of course, need a lot of support from his teammates. He's going up against, of course, the unbeatable Shubham. So, but then again, when you've got a streak running on, the pressure sort of adds up every single game, right? No matter, the players have been given a script. We all know that, they always have this tendency to say it's just one game at the moment right now, but of course once you've got that long run building up, there is something at the back of your head that says that you've got to keep it going, try to have it as far as possible, create a record that no one can break, maybe possibly in the next 2-3 seasons. But here we have gotten the game up started. There you have it, Shubham, right from the very get-go. He's looking really attacking oriented, but against a very formidable defense of Aadizema, it's not going to stand. But this is an interesting pass, a very good counter-attack. Mbappe on the receive. Let's see what can he make out of it.
Yeah, and you can see immediately, like just from the first couple of minutes of play, these are players who are feeling much, much more confidence. You can see there was a bit of nervousness, a bit tentative, and there you go, straight away. Aadizema gets that shot in. Shubham can't quite believe what's happened over there. Aadizema really taking the game to Shubham, scores with his first attack, and now Shubham has it all to do. But as I said, both these players looking very, very confident. I wouldn't be surprised to see Shubham go up the other end and knock another one in as well. He has to come out and play now. Defense goes out of the window. I think this is going to be an absolute classic.
Oh yeah, Shubham completely caught with his pants down over there. I mean, we've always been talking about Aadizema's defense so much that in this counter attack, Shubham did not see this coming. This was so well timed, so well scored. Even Shubham could not believe his eyes what he just witnessed. It's just 8 minutes, and Hyderabad FC have already gone a goal up. And now some more pressure on Shubham. He needs to recover. He needs to do it fast. But in front of this calm man, right in front of him, it's going to be such a daunting task.
Yes, finds the ball into Pele. Has the opportunity with Ronaldo. Went for that bridge a little too early. Think needed to take one or two touches further. And then Aadizema again just charging forward. Looking to use the width, looking to use that switch of play to the left flank. There you go, does it again. This time the ball not quite making it, and now Mbappe trying to counter for Shubham, but then not quite working out. Ball given straight to Odisha FC. A bit of a looks like some bits from the first game are carrying on, but now this is a good opportunity for Shubham. But again, Aadizema reads that to perfection and goes up the other way. He has a Cruyff over there, does very, very well. The pace and the 5-star skill ability and the finishing. Cruyff, of course, one of the most complete attacking players in the ultimate team lineup. But now taking it a little slower, but you can see the crispness and the confidence with which these players are passing the ball, particularly Aadizema, you have to say. Refreshing change from the first game, which was a little bit slower, a little bit sluggish. This time, these are two players at the peak of their form, you would have to say, in the tournament so far. And Aadizema making life quite difficult for Shubham in this circumstance. Over there, searches for the ball in for Ronaldo, has the shooting chance, unfortunately goes for the pass rather than pulling the trigger himself. Could have maybe gone for a finesse shot into the corner, but ball won back again by Ferdinand. It comes right back at Shubham. No respite for him at the moment. Wins that ball, still no respite. Aadizema is looking to go for the kill.
Oh yeah, he is a completely different version of Aadizema that we've seen so far. And we've always talked about his defensive prowess that lately he's been raising the bar on his attack, and I think most of it has to do with the way he's controlling the ball over the pitch, right? The way he's got his play spread out. He's very confident every single time he makes one of those passes, and this kind of pressure, Shubham has got to be keeping the catch-up game, and that is something that annoys him a lot, because that is what had happened to him earlier before this new year started and things eventually changed. But now he finds in that same old boat. He's got to do something. He's got to score that equalizer, and he's got to do it fast. But he's trying to create some sort of spaces, but in front of Aadizema's defense, it's going to be so difficult. But this could be a chance. Goes with the left foot with Ronaldo, and somewhere down the line, Shubham knew that was a mistake right from the moment he hit the shot. Could have done better.
Yeah, I mean, I think the left foot was not the problem. The fact that he went near post, he thought maybe that Aadizema would gamble and move the keeper to the far post, but Aadizema stuck him near post, kept him there, and there you go. Of course, that was the first goal. And Shubham, interesting to note, is the player who skewed the pause. Clearly, he's seen something that he can exploit, a change that he needs to make his life a little easier and make Aadizema's life conversely more difficult. So let's see what he has planned. He does have a corner to work with over here. Does he have a new set piece routine to work on? Does look like it's just going to be the ball into Gullit. We see Casillas coming out to try and collect that ball. Goes near post to Gullit, but nobody else there in support. And of course, 4 players back on defense for Odisha FC. Don't want to get hit on that counter attack. So it's working out well for Hyderabad FC so far. And again, wow, we are seeing way too many of those misplaced passes happening today. Something clearly going wrong with all the 4 players we've seen in terms of the passing. Great ball through, but what a vital touch over there by Maldini to just get that ball deflected away. And now on the counter attack comes Aadizema using Pele on that right flank. Let's see, can he find Cruyff or Ronaldo inside that box, or will he wait for support? He waits for Matthias to come in. Now to Gullit, has the ball available to play to Ronaldo, and he does. Now, it's so many bodies in the box, but using the width, this is excellent work by Aadizema, but runs out of green grass, and it is a goal kick.
Yeah, I mean, the way things are going on over here, if this sort of continues, we're going to see one more coming in from Aadizema very, very soon. And, of course, for Shubham, he created those chances, but yeah, a little bit of gamble here and there. But look at this, a promising chance for Aadizema. He's definitely going to take a shot. But Maldini, our new MVP after the New Year's had commenced, I think, I'm pretty sure, sticks to his name and living up to his standards, makes those important defensive saves. But for now, again, Shubham on an counter attack of his own, we've got to see what can he make. Matthias getting the ball, he's just trying to play around the middle a little bit over here, and it's needed to be done. I think wants to keep also the last attack for himself, but still. More than that, he's looking for an opening, which I do not think Aadizema is giving him a lot to play around, to capitalize upon. This time goes with the pass. Pele receiving the ball, passing it on to Scarlett, has some acres of space with Mbappe. Instead goes for a shot, believe with the left leg, and that was miles afar from the goalpost.
Yeah, again, I think the shock for Shubham is the fact that Mbappe decided to take, or rather the game decided to make Mbappe take the shot with the left foot. Obviously, the power that he offers, he would have wanted to take that right foot shot and go across the keeper, or even to the near post. Either one would have been a decent option. Could have at least got a corner out of that. But now, in injury time, could it be insult to injury time? Not quite. It is going to be 1-0 at halftime to Hyderabad FC. Shubham, he's been in this situation before. He's been a goal down at halftime before. He's been dominated in the first half before. But he has always found a way to come back. Let's see if he can keep that streak going. Even if he can get a draw over here, I think that sets it up brilliantly for the co-op game. So Aadizema now, will he look to go more defensive? I think he needs to play exactly the way he's been doing it so far, because he's been exceptional in the first half.
Oh yeah, and he deserves it, right? He deserves that goal that he has scored. And Shubham, yeah, of course, he's been creating a couple of chances. I think in the second sort of quarter of the first half, we saw, right, Aadizema is kind of stepping up. It's Shubham who's stepping up in terms of the chances being created. He's finding those gaps. He's sort of finding those openings. But it comes down to nothing, right? If it does not reflect on the scoreline. But for now, there you have it. The second half kicking off, and Hyderabad FC, we've got to see this time from the left to right in the yellows. What are they up to? Of course, they've got that 1-goal lead, but it amounts to nothing in the world of FIFA, because 1 goal and you're basically back leveled up. But will Aadizema concede? That's the big question.
Yeah, and now we see Aadizema again getting forward pretty effectively. Was looking for Ronaldo, but he ran offside and tries to find him again. That pass is blocked off. Taking his time and building over here. It just needs that one little trick to go right, and you can be straight through on goal. That's what Aadizema is going to be banking on. Backing his ability to pull off those skill moves when they're required. Do it when Shubham least expects it. He's managing by hook or by crook to hang on to that ball right now. And he is, he's going to keep that ball, recycle possession, frustrate Shubham as much as he can. Try to, he is an emotional kind of guy. He's a guy who plays with his heart on his sleeve. Maybe he can force him into pressing high, making that mistake. That's maybe what Aadizema's game plan is. You can see very, very patient in possession. It's not time wasting, but there you go. Gets into the box now, takes the shot. Saved by Van der Sar, again going for that near post. Fairly routine save for the keeper. And now on the counter attack, Shubham. Let's see if he's made any changes to his game plan. Does have Mbappe, no, I believe Neymar on that left flank. Now with Matthias using Neymar again. You can see all the passing lanes really in forward areas being shut down effectively by Aadizema. This time, Gullit, he could have actually got himself. Now with Pele looking for the trick. Still falls to Neymar over there, but Cafu in the right place at the right time for Hyderabad FC. Aadizema again marshalling that defense as is the norm for him. Will he look to go early for that ball? No, again. He wants to take as long as possible with every attack. And there you go. Now, with Eusebio, will go back if he doesn't see the pass. He's more than happy to do that. I think he wants a 1-0 over here. I mean, he would love a 2-0, but I think he's playing in such a way that Shubham has the least opportunities to attack him.
Yeah, I mean, at this particular moment, we've got to make peace with that fact, right? Shubham is having issues. He's trying to create spaces. But again, Aadizema and his rock-solid defense, nothing really going through it. And even if it does, towards the very end, those shots being taken in those wrong foots, in those wrong directions, not really helping Odisha FC's cause over here, as they're here to try and win the Juggernauts. And, well, we've got to see Aadizema. He's got a good chance this time around. Goes in for a long pass onto with Mbappe, trying to get inside the final third.
Ooh,
And
is
is
that
it
a
a
pen?
penalty?
Yes, it is. It is a penalty.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, and this could be curtains. I wonder if there's going to be. You can see over there, he went for
yeah.
the chop back and the finesse shot. That's exactly what he was going for. And pause cued by. Oh, let's see who's going to be taking it. Which side is it going to go? And it's saved! It is saved! Shubham lives to fight another day. If he had let that go in, it was absolute curtains. But he has pulled it out. It was in the corner, but Van der Sar, the main man, pulling it
Oh.
out there. Brilliant stuff by Shubham. Making the right decision. He is still clinging on in this game.
Oh God, oh God. This is getting spicy. Now this is getting more exciting. Of course, a lot of people haven't really been able to save a lot of penalties, right? And most of them either just go way off or they just go in. But this is, I think, for the very first time I'm witnessing going for such a long dive and then managing to save it. And that is exactly what the perks you get with Van der Sar, that long reach. The shot and the ball was really fast, the power. But still, despite the fact managing to make a save out of it, but Odisha FC right after wanted to build up a, kind of a good chance, but not happen. Let's see. They're just passing on, and well, another go at it.
Yeah, he'll keep going. I mean, until the last moments. Oh, he has a great opportunity to play in Cafu over there. Looks like he's getting his wing backs forward now, and it is going to be an overload now with Messi trying to turn and get that shot away. So now I think Aadizema is going to find a lot of space on the flanks to attack, but it's going to be all-out attack. You can see how high those fullbacks are. Cafu and Theo Hernandez both really pushing Aadizema all the way back over here, and this could be it. Cuts it back to Messi. The unbeatable, the invincible Shubham. He always makes a comeback, and there you go. Substitutes combined. It is 1-1.
Oh, and look at the time. It's 75 minutes in, and he had to score it on. I think the pressure from Odisha FC was immense, and that's all Aadizema could do, because suddenly we could see a burst in their attacking formation over there. The way they were entering it through those quick flurry of passes being made, ensuring that Shubham gets that equalizer. And we know he's still unbeatable. For a moment, he looked vulnerable today, but again, it's down to square level zero, where both these players again, they've got to score. They've got to look for a winner. And Aadizema with Vinicius Junior from the right wing looks for a cutback, but gets intercepted. But the ball is still in. Mbappe, he's definitely got to make something out of
Yes!
it. And there you go. Aadizema scores. Hyderabad FC 2-1 up.
Well, even Shubham had to applaud that one. It was unfortunate in the way that the clearance sort of fell to Aadizema from Shubham's perspective. But I think he's taken it with a smile on his face. You got to accept when the player beats you in a one-on-one situation. Now you can see Aadizema looks like he's making a few changes. He wants to set up shop defensively. He wants to play to his strengths. He knows that Shubham is now going to send his fullbacks forward, and now he's creating a game plan to try and counter that. This is really high pressure. This is potentially a result that could completely knock out Odisha FC's chances of that top four. So Shubham is not going to give this up without a fight. Aadizema now is set up, he is settled. He's going to be defending for his life for these last 10 minutes. Here we go.
Oh yeah, he's got to score a quickie over here around. But Aadizema, he knows his job has been done. All he's got to do is try and defend with all his might. But Vinicius Junior pacing in from the right hand side definitely has to go for a shot, and that's lights out. The unbeaten streak literally thrown out of the window by the almighty Aadizema over here, and he does it again. First he takes down Shiranj, now goes after Shubham, and Hyderabad FC, Azim, wow.
Well, got a bit fortunate over there because his timed finish was completely timed wrong, and the ball actually just got sort of scuffed into the net. I mean, don't put it past Shubham. If he just gets a goal back immediately from this move, we could still be on. And you know that he's going to be attacking with everything he has, and that, of course, is going to leave the gaps for Aadizema to exploit on the counter-attack. Let's see what Shubham has in his locker now. This is the unbeaten streak. He's trying to preserve the ball. Falls for Eusebio in the box, twisting, turning, trying to get that shot away, but no, Cafu wins out. And now surely Aadizema just has to play this into the corner. Be patient about it. Nope, he's going long using Eusebio, and he's got Vinicius up forward as well. Decides to go back. Oh, and presents the ball straight to Shubham. That's a very, very strange move. Gets away with it. I think Aadizema is done. Like he just wants this game to end. He wants this. He wants the 3-1. Take the result. Of course, if it stays like this, it's not job done for Hyderabad FC yet, because this only guarantees them 1 point so far. They still have to not lose in the upcoming co-op game to get all 3 points. So still something to fight for Shubham. And there you go. The unbeaten streak is finally over, and you can see the release of the stress from Aadizema. The job isn't completely done yet, but a huge step towards 3 points. And there you go. Ooh, look at him. He's grooving. He's enjoying it.
Yeah, he knows it. He just does not want to be very expressive about it, right? But suddenly there's some moments where you can't really keep yourselves down over there. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Aadizema from Hyderabad FC has finally ended the unbeaten, unstoppable streak of Shubham. And what a game that we've had, a 3-1 scoreline. I think towards the very end, this is where we did see that certain surge in the aggression from Shubham's side. But little did he know that the same aggression is sort of going to be turned into a pain right after, because I think Aadizema really utilized those little openings, those gaps through the right wings, with Vinicius Jr. just pacing in through on both the occasions, trying to get the goal scored. And of course, on certain occasions, them losing that 1v1, then again, Aadizema still scoring. So much drama around this game, at the right moment, goes in for the dive, saves the goal. And I think it was such a hearty match that we had to witness. But yeah, definitely a lot of Odisha FC fans' hearts must have been broken, because finally Shubham has been taken down.
Yes, unfortunate for him. I mean, he really fought till the end.
Yeah.
Shubham, it's all or nothing for him. He knows he wants to get out there and get the win, get the result. And that's what he was chasing. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for him. Over here, this was great skill from Aadizema, beating 2 defenders, and there you go. Even Shubham had to applaud that. Nothing he could do about it. Unfortunate in the manner that the ball was cleared by the keeper. It was really a nothing ball played in by Aadizema.
Look at this.
And then this one, which the time finish completely mistimed, and it just flies into the corner. Everyone seeing the funny side of that. But there you go. Even a little apology from DK on the side over there. And Shubham was like, I mean, how do you account for that?
Yeah, I mean, you just could see the swing of the ball when it kind of went in, right? Clearly shows that it was not intended, but does not matter. It still did go at the back of the nets. And there you can see a clear victory for Hyderabad FC, I must say, in terms of, with the way they've kept the possession, the shots, the expected goals. Aadizema clearly being the better player than Shubham today. But right now, we've got a lot of chats going on, a lot of things happening. So let's take take a look at an interview that did take place a couple of days ago. And let's see what the boys have to say about the eISL.
Hello, I'm Aditya. I'm 23. I'm from Bhopal and I'm representing Hyderabad FC.
Hi, I'm Darvesh. I'm 22 years old and I'll be representing Hyderabad FC.
मैंने फीफा खेलना छोड़ दिया था. 4 महीने में फीफा बिल्कुल टच नहीं करा था. फिर जैसे ही इतने बड़े टूर्नामेंट की न्यूज़ आई, eISL जो पहली बार हो रहा है इंडिया में, विद अ बिग प्राइस पूल लाइक 78 लाख, मुझे लगा यार इसमें तो कम्पीट करना पड़ेगा. I started practicing and luckily मैं टॉप 22 प्लेयर्स में आ गया. अब यहाँ आ गया हूँ एंड आई गॉट अ प्लेयर लाइक धर्वेश एंड आई होप कि मैं टूर्नामेंट में एटलीस्ट टॉप 4 में आ सकूँ.
And a LAN event after 2 years for FIFA. So I was very excited naturally. तो मेरे को लगा try करते हैं, and after that I ended up in the top 22 players in the country. So I'm here playing eISL representing Hyderabad FC.
2v2 is a new concept in FIFA competitive this season. But मैं लास्ट 10 साल से खेल रहा हूँ अपने भाई के साथ. एंड थोड़ा इस एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से मुझको मालूम है द गेम विच आर नॉट गोइंग इन आर फेवर मेरे और धर्वेश के प्ले स्टाइल की वजह से, बिकॉज इट्स टोटली डिफरेंट. मुझको मालूम है थोड़ी बहुत प्रैक्टिस की वजह से हम इम्प्रूव कर लेंगे.
So in 2v2, me and Adi have not had the results we wanted till now, even though we've put out some decent performances. But I believe that is because we've been trying a certain play style which we're going to switch up, and I know we're going to make it work.
The game against Chennai, I feel like we were very unlucky. I was really hoping DK will get a result out of it. And हाँ, एक draw लेके आ गया. And then the game against Saransh के against मैं बहुत unlucky था. But Saransh, of course, है इंडिया का one of the best players है. But co-op में आप believe नहीं करेंगे, हम 3-0 हारते हैं and we somehow managed to choke it. But कोई नहीं, हर बार कुछ सीखने मिलता है. अच्छा हुआ इतना जल्दी फर्स्ट गेम में ऐसा हो गया. अब आई नो कि नेक्स्ट गेम में कभी ऐसा नहीं होगा. 3-0 की लीड तो कभी चोक नहीं करने वाले.
I think the favorite two teams of the tournament currently are, for me personally, FC Goa. They've been very consistent with their co-op performances. Even when they're not doing very good with solo, they eventually clutch it up in co-op. And the other team is SC East Bengal. They've only played 2 games, but they've absolutely smashed all of their results. And I think these two will be the favorites to win.
Dark Horses, I feel like वो हम हैं. बहुत बड़ी लीग है एंड अभी सिर्फ 5 मैचेस हुए हैं और मुझको मालूम है कि हम इवेंचुअली क्लच अप कर ही लेंगे टॉप 4 में आने के लिए. वी हैव प्लेड ओनली 5 गेम्स एंड कम्पेयर टू अदर टीम्स. कुछ टीमों ने ज़्यादा भी खेला हुआ है एंड आई फील लाइक हमने सारी अच्छी टीमों से खेल लिया है. नॉट अच्छी बट प्रॉब्ली टॉप 2 के अगेंस्ट तो खेल ही लिया है. तो एंड द कोऑप हैड बीन द प्रॉब्लम विद अस एंड आई एम प्रीटी श्योर हम लोग उस पर काम करेंगे एंड जो भी रिजल्ट उसकी वजह से ही आएगी इवेंचुअली. सब लोग कोऑप में ही क्लच कर रहे हैं तो आई फील लाइक हमें भी करना ही पड़ेगा.
I totally agree with Adi. It's just been 5 games and it's a very long league, 15 more matches to go. And I believe if we take one game at a time, we'll clutch it up.
To all the fans who have been supporting us, and especially Hyderabad fans, thank you for supporting us and please keep supporting us. And I really hope you'll clutch it up.
All right, so quite some statements made over there, but regardless, I think this is where the players of Odisha FC are absolutely demented, right? Not really a day that they'd wanted, and more than that, for Shubham, just it takes so much out of a player to be unbeatable at the finest tournament in India that FIFA can have, and just losing it. It's kind of mentally devastating, isn't it, Azim?
Yeah, of course. And, they still have to keep fighting, though this game is not over just yet. They have, of course, still 1 point to play for, which I know in the larger scheme of things, they really came here looking for 3 points. But still, I mean, there are teams that are going to drop points. They have to play all the big boys themselves as well, and they can treat this as a bit of a learning and approach the next games accordingly. And yeah, you can see Shubham still a little torn up about it. He's shaking his head. Obviously, he laughed and smiled at the end of it, but it hurts, right? When you've been unbeaten for 9 games and suddenly that streak comes to an end,
Yeah,
you're not going to be happy about it. And has to put that aside now, as he said. I mean, he said in his interviews with us that the personal streak didn't really matter to him that much, and just the team performance is what
Yes.
mattered, and he needs to have that attitude now, that forget the personal accolade, it's about the team. Go out there and try to grab that 1 point that's available.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's been a warrior all along, and I think the last time I interviewed him, he did say, "I want to win, man." That really caught my attention, because that is the kind of hunger that you want to have. Does not matter if you're winning your individual game, but when your team loses, it hurts him, right? He said he was pretty low in terms of where the points table stood at. Of course, it's going to be a team game. They're going to work as a team. I really thought that they'd gotten over the mistakes that they were making, especially Dukkal. You would expect a man of his stature, the way he started off, and then suddenly after this new year, we got to see a completely different version of it. But today's performance was sort of dull, both from Dugal and DK's side. And yes, especially when you were talking about Dugal, you expect him to be a little bit more attacking. And today was somewhere after the first half, I kind of missed him as if he was not into the game at all. But in the second matchup, it was all end-to-end competition between these two big giants, Shubham and Aadizema, and Aadizema came out on top. Now he's gained that stellar form, but is it enough to take Hyderabad FC into the top four? Because the matches are getting numbered. The teams have played against each other for a single time. There's just one more round to go where they will be playing against each other once more. And in that, I think Aadizema's stellar rise to his old form and getting even better is going to help him so much at it.
Yeah, and well, DK will be looking to try and turn his luck around as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if he had won that game, of course, it would have been all over by now. But they've left Odisha FC with still that little bit of a chance, that little glimmer of hope. And Shubham, of course, as we've said, needs to put that first result aside. They need to go out there and grab that win for Odisha FC, because that could be a crushing blow if not getting that 1 point, or rather just getting only 1 point, could be a crushing blow for Hyderabad FC. So they need to be stay completely focused as well. So yeah, I think we're more or less ready. There we go. Kickoff is imminent. This is, of course, co-op. Both players going up against each other. And we have seen the co-op from Odisha FC has been pretty good in recent times. For Hyderabad FC, they did actually a pretty decent job against Chennai as well. So, yeah, no real pointers either way. Just like the first two matches, I think it's going to be very, very even, very well contested. And in co-op particularly, I think it's really down to who makes the least bad decisions and the least mistakes.
Oh yeah, considering how this game has started off, it's going to be so important for Odisha FC not just to try and make a draw out of it, but they will have to win it in order to ensure that they go home with 1 point. But considering this particular run, this looks so promising, and I think was a little overshot there, a little overthought. Maybe I was searching if we could find someone to pass, but I don't think there was a lot of room granted to them to try and execute something like that.
Yeah, there was not much room afforded to players in the single player game. So in co-op, I think it's going to be even harder, because again, you have control of two players now to cut out all those passing opportunities. And usually you'll see in defense, they'll usually be in charge of those two midfield players who'll come and attack and hunt in pairs. Now getting forward, using the fullbacks pretty early on in the piece. Hyderabad FC wanting to get more bodies into the box again, using Theo Hernandez over there. Nice little turn to find Mbappe, and now Scam to the area, takes the shot. What a screamer that is! Looks like it might be Aadizema. It looks like it, but what a brilliant strike! Heading towards 3 points early on in the piece is Hyderabad FC. Now they need to keep their focus. And of course, for Odisha FC, they need to get their heads in the right place and try to make a comeback.
I don't think that's going to happen. This goal right from the very start is a knockout punch, right? They did not see this coming. And the sheer class and the quality of it. Everything about that goal seeks the kind of a form that Hyderabad FC are in, and they're in no mood to throw that away anywhere, anytime soon. Especially, I think, like you said, Aadizema was the one maybe who scored that goal, because after scoring that, he was absolutely burning with pride. The way he was could be a second, but again, Maldini, yeah, of course, for the rescue. You would have also give it to the boys from Odisha FC. The moment that went in, they did appreciate the sheer quality and class of the ball, of the goal that had been scored. But this could be a promising chance for Odisha FC. Nice pass onto its Pele, and Mbappe just receiving it, but Theo Hernandez coming in, tackling the ball away, and this could have been a golden chance, again thrown off by the men.
Yeah, but that'll give Odisha FC some hope to have created that chance. It was really just the fact that he didn't take that shot first time. The touch, the moment Mbappe had taken the touch over there, the chance was gone. And well defended over there. Again, Odisha FC need to put that goal behind them. They need to just get back. The target needs to be make it 1-1 by halftime, or even early in the second half by 60 minutes. If you can, of course, have that scoreline at 1-1, Then in the last 20-30 minutes, anything is possible. Of course, the nerves then start to creep in. Hyderabad FC, after a very, very slow start to this tournament, now suddenly in the last 2 or 3 weeks, really starting to show what they're made of. I mean, they were on just 3 points just a few weeks ago, and now could be heading into a very, very competitive position. They could be on 12 points today, and just 3 points off Kerala Blasters FC with the game in hand. So plenty to play for them. It's there's an offside over there, and Odisha FC now just trying to build. You know that with Hyderabad FC, they're not going to give you a lot of space, even in midfield, pressing very, very high, and it's going to take something special for Odisha FC to come back from here.
Yeah, and more than something special, I must say, because they've got to win it. They just can't equalize the scores. That would make no changes in those 3 points secured for Hyderabad FC. However, this could be a good promising chance. He's got to keep the ball in play. Pele somehow managing to do so. Mbappe now having the better of it, but Khalid instantly snatches it away, and here we are for a Hyderabad FC potential counter-attack, but seems like Odisha FC have different intentions, and Neymar Jr. pushing in from the left wing, passes it on towards Theo Hernandez. They've got their fullbacks up front. Pele, he's got to score at some point or the other, goes in for the shot, and there is the equalizer coming in from Odisha FC. I really do not know who scored that one in, but does not matter. What is of pure essence that the scores have been equalized before half-time.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Odisha FC would have wanted. And that left wing is giving them a lot of joy over there. They're getting into very, very good attacking positions over there. So that left side is, or rather, Hyderabad FC's right side is a bit of a concern area for them. Let's see if they try to remedy it. As things stand, of course, Hyderabad FC is still on target to get 3 points overall. But just a goal for Odisha FC could snatch away 2 points from Hyderabad and give Odisha FC what could be a priceless point. Of course, they came here searching for all three. They would have loved to have all three, but 1 point in the end in this battle for the top four. Every single point counts.
Oh yes, every single point counts over here. But for now, of course, as the game further progresses, and we could clearly see the way the players are playing. Odisha FC, just 5 more minutes remaining, and they're creating this attack. Pele would look to pass it on towards Mbappe. Of course, they're searching for some crevices, some openings over there, but not really finding a lot in Hyderabad FC's defense, which has been formidable once again after just conceding a goal. But this is a long pass, but Theo Hernandez is there to well receive it and gives it away.
Yeah, for Odisha, they would love that goal to take the lead just before halftime. I think that would really throw a cat amongst the pigeons. I think that will make Hyderabad FC really sweat, make them a bit nervous. And it might just happen, not quite over there. Neymar gets the ball, clears it out. And Shubham, the moment that goal was scored, no celebration, nothing. You just see him, come on, get on with it. We need another 2 goals. I mean, they need just the one, but I think he would want 2 just to give them a little bit of insurance. And yeah, strap in, guys. This is going to be very tense, very scary. I mean, I would not want to be a player in these circumstances, but there you can see those are the moments you live for. And similarly, very little reaction when it came to the shot from Shubham. Yeah, nothing. Just like, okay,
Yeah, I mean,
let's go, keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's try to win this. Get that 1 extra point. Clearly, he might try to suppress it, but somewhere down the line, just losing out to Aadizema would hurt him on a personal level, right? A lot of players have come and gone, and none of them could have beaten his unbeaten streak. But the last player, when it comes, it was Aadizema who did that. Of course. At a personal level, it will definitely hurt him, but he knows knows that he needs to look at the bigger picture. He cannot remorse over what just happened as Neymar just paces in through the final third, maybe potentially looking for a pass. I don't think a shot either could have been helpful to have scored the goal, but either way, it's a good burst from Odisha FC right on in the start of the second half.
Ooh, there was two big opportunities to display in Ronaldo over there. That ball needed to be lobbed over.
Yeah.
Too easy to read. And now Ronaldo is in, but he's
Offside, yeah.
offside. Just mistimed over there. And yeah, both teams now. I mean, it's going to be hell for leather for Odisha FC. They know that they're going. They're going to be going for it. Uh, Pretty much from the start, and if it's still level at around 60-70 minutes, I think that's when you'll see them overloading the fullbacks as well. For now, I think they're still going to try and keep it a little balanced, try to use their original game plan and try to score. But yeah, I would give it another 15 minutes and then it'll be full on onslaught. But they need to make sure they don't concede before that, and they might just over here. It is Neymar, but what a save! Van der Sar pulling it out of nowhere. The man refuses to go away. And now with the corner, let's see what they can do. They have a couple of options available in the box. Will they go for the short corner? Yes, they do. Ronaldo over there looking to just flummox his opponent, and that will be a goal kick. So well defended in the end.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I really can't understand if there was anything wrong with that shot, because it had the power, it had everything going along, but the far stretch from Van der Sar, I really thought maybe, it could have gone for the far post, but then that would have been too much to ask for in that particular situation. I
Yeah.
think the boys from Hyderabad FC do understand the fact, and they're not scoffing at it as of now. But for Odisha FC, these boys are on a mission right now. They're in pursuit to find one more goal, and well, let's see. The shots have been taken, but a very cheap giveaway towards Hyderabad FC now. Let's see what they can do. Ronaldo just pacing in through. He's still looking for that pass. Gets a little bit wobbly in the D, but it's fine. It's fine. Threat eliminated, and Odisha FC, they're back with their own attack.
Yeah, well, back with the attack and giving it away straight away. And now you can see this is where nerves are starting to creep in. Both teams, the passing suddenly starting to get a little bit twitchy. We do see Vinicius is on for Hyderabad FC. Worked quite well for Aadizema in the game against Shubham. But yeah, now it's got to be all or nothing for Odisha FC. There's no point sitting and trying to hold on to it. They have to go on the attack. I would give it maybe 10 more minutes max before starting to go for the overloads in the wide areas. And yeah, trying desperately. They would love to just get that second goal now and not have to compromise their defense to seek that goal. And they might just have the opportunity here. It is Ronaldo, delayed the shot, still has the opportunity, and saved by Casillas. Had the moment there. Has it slipped them by?
I think it did. In that particular moment, taking that time to get the player back reset was absolutely fine. But again, so was the quality of the save that was made, and I think Shubham was the one who was controlling and the one who's on the blue. But again, did not work out the way it was supposed to happen. But either ways, Odisha FC, they're still gonna try to keep applying pressure, keep up with their attack, and maybe somewhere down the line they might just find that winner they're looking for quite some time to at least snatch away 1 point from this fixture. But for now, if things continue going on as they are, so that's where Hyderabad FC, they're gonna go home with 3 points. But Maldini again Azim.
Yeah, that short fake over there may be a little unnecessary. I think maybe he needed to do a cancel rather than a fake in that instance, because it was well read. And you see the pause has been queued, but could it be too late? We do know that Odisha FC want to change things around. It is Vinicius over there. Does he have the finish? Finds Ronaldo, and that surely is that. Shubham hangs his head. And it is 2-1 to Hyderabad FC. It makes Odisha FC's job infinitely more difficult. Now they need to find 2 goals. They do have the time. We've seen it done before. But now with Hyderabad FC defending for their lives, we're going to see Odisha FC throwing the absolute kitchen sink at them for these last 20 minutes. Will they manage to get anything back?
Oh, that's the big question over here. But what a class coming in from these two lads. I think DK. He's forgotten what has happened to him in the first encounter against Dugal, because I think in terms of coordination, these boys are definitely dancing to the same tune right now. They're on the same page. They've got the same intent. But when you took a look at this department, not a lot of talking going on, Azim. And clearly the players are playing their own game, and it's gonna affect the game, of course. You've got to get back into the tango, but I think a little too late now, because 2 goals in just 15 minutes against Hyderabad FC, very difficult.
Well, they might have one straight away. Yeah, it's Ronaldo into the top corner, and they are right back. Hold the celebrations, folks. Put the champagne back on ice for Hyderabad FC. It's still not over yet. Odisha striking back immediately. They've gone for the attacking game plan. You can see the fullbacks very, very high right now. There's going to be intense pressure on Hyderabad FC. Can they see this out? Zlatan Ibrahimovic has been brought on. Is it going to be the curse of Zlatan again for DK? Or will he manage to find the right pass? There is a clear ball through to Ronaldo, and it has been spotted short.
No way!
And it is in! It is in.
No way! I can't believe what I just saw. What do you call that shot?
I'm not quite sure. You call it a goal shot. I think you call it a match-winning shot. Let's just put it as that. Went for the chip. Of course, it was really the only way that he could score by just. Yeah, I think he was trying to go for the lob over the keeper. But the game's physics gave us that to work with. And yeah, you can see the desperation now, trying to attack strength from the kickoff. I mean, we've seen 3 goals in pretty much like 8 in-game minutes. So, well, might not be the end of the scoring. There is still just about enough time for Odisha FC to try and still claw back 2 goals. But they're wasting every second they can over Hyderabad FC and giving the ball straight back to them. Now the throw in. It's going to be all-out attack. If they can get a goal immediately from this move, then suddenly it could be game on again. And there you see, now it's Ronaldo and Pele. Back to Ronaldo, but a little too hurried over there, a little too nervous on the ball. And speaking of nervous, that's a bit nervy over there. But yeah, well, it's a throw.
Yeah, just throws or something with which Hyderabad FC can sort of keep their hearts out on it. But the sheer quality of that previous goal scored by these two lads, I mean, we've definitely got to ask it out to them. But with every second passing by, Odisha FC, the draw that they wanted to secure from this fixture looks like a flimsy dream right now. But these sort of steals from Ibrahimovic, right, this could be lights out, and there goes the shot. But this time, Van der Sar deployed at the right post over here, makes the save. But Odisha FC, I think it's almost over. 3 minutes remaining. I think potentially you can go for one or at the very max 2 attacks. And if they don't make anything out of it, they're potentially done. And this must be seemingly over, because just 1 minute of play remaining, and they're still keeping the ball in play. Kafu passing on towards Matthias, but Theo Hernandez comes in for the interception. I think, Azim, we do have a decisive winner.
Yep, Hyderabad FC, I think they know that they've won. They're getting the ball forward with Zlatan as well. Will they add insult to injury over there? Not the most full-blooded attempt over there. And there you go, the ball will go out of play. And it is 3 points for Hyderabad FC. A very, very close encounter. Really, really decided only by 2 goals either way. And yeah, big result for Hyderabad FC. Sends them above Odisha FC, and just on the coattails of Kerala Blasters FC with a game in hand. They could also potentially be overtaking Bengaluru FC soon. So, well, good times for the Hyderabad FC fans. Finally, something to smile about. A good run of form, a good run of wins for them. And they'll be hoping to sustain this for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, the men in black and yellow, they're going to be all elated, happy with those 3 points. And it's time that they get themselves some good mutton biryani for the night, because the boys have earned it. It was a difficult tie, especially Aadizema, the way he has been playing today, right? The kind of a form that he is in. All the players out there definitely need to watch out for him. And he might come up with a poker face, just not really. You can't really say him to be the most expressive player, but when it comes to performing inside the pitch, he's not scared. He's not faced by anybody at all. In fact, he loves those big challenges, and he's been conquering them all. And Aadizema did have a little bit of a loose run around the middle, not getting a lot of good results, more a lot of draws, somewhat of Shubham's, the sort of product that he'd kind of put out. But lately, he's been winning those games for Hyderabad FC. It's exactly what they needed at this moment. And even inside the co-op, they left no stones unturned, and they went after each other. And those quick flurry of goals just came in. And sort of in similar fashion, right? There are those moments when you start raging and you try to go solo, just like this goal was scored. Right after, the next goal was scored. It looks so simple, but towards the very end, the finisher. Look at this. This new shot definitely needs a name.
Well, let's just call it the biryani shot in memory of Hyderabad FC. But yeah, Ronaldo biryani. That's what the eISL is all about. But unfortunate for Odisha FC, they really worked hard in all their games. Duggal managed the draw, of course, against DK in a match that he was outplayed quite a bit. For this game in particular, I think Hyderabad FC deserved winners. If you look at the expected goals tally as well as the number of shots taken and the general shot accuracy, 100% shots, 5 shots taken, 5 on target. And that's eventually the clinical finishing makes a difference, and Hyderabad have the 3 points that they came here to get.
Yeah, I think this is what I really love about Hyderabad FC, right? They've always put in the time and efforts to work on their basics, those end-to-end passes, Aadizema especially with the shots that he'd been taken, and he was very careful with all the shots that he went for, right? They were calculated, they were just not, him relying on his hunch. He did have a proper game plan, and that clearly reflects on the scorecard as we take a look at it, where this is officially confirmed. There you have it, match won by Hyderabad FC, 3 points earned. And I'm pretty sure I know who the hero of the match is going to be for the match.
Well, yeah, I think no real surprises. We will find out about the hero of the match very shortly. But for Hyderabad FC, huge result. Keeps their momentum going, keeps them in. It's a very slim chance, but still gives them that little hope to keep going, gives them that motivation to go into every match thinking, you know what, maybe we can make that top 4. It's about like keeping on dreaming and hoping that the miracle is possible for them. I think ATK MB probably right now the only club who are sort of out of contention for that top 4. Hyderabad FC and Odisha FC really holding on, and that's why I said this match is so crucial. And it is Hyderabad FC who've actually done the job, and for Odisha they're going to need a bit of a pick me up.
Yeah, they're gonna need a lot of more than pick me up. They've got to seek blessings of Lord Jagannath if it comes down to that. But either ways, sometimes prayers do help. But well, now is the moment where you've got to announce the hero of the match. I think there's no doubt on who that player is going to be. Of course, the mighty Aadizema, the way he's been picking up, I'm pretty sure he's going to enjoy himself a plate of some good mutton biryani today. But 5 goals scored, so 2 out of those 3 goals scored in the co-op came out of Aadizema. I'm pretty sure this man is going to be happy with how he's played today. A more convincing victory, I must say, for these boys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard work. It really, Odisha FC really pushed them all the way. It was only really until sort of the 75th, 80th minute of both games that the result was decided. And there you can see these are the big goals that Aadizema scored. I'm quite certain the first goal in the co-op game. Well, this one was a bit comedic. You'd have to say completely scuffed his shot, and everyone had a bit of a laugh about it. This one over here, it does look like the first goal was scored by DK, which was, that was quite incredible then. And yeah, there you go, another simple lob over the keeper, the biryani shot. And yeah, it's a good day at the office for Aadizema, and a great day for Hyderabad FC fans. Let's see what impact this does have on the leaderboard. We do know that Hyderabad FC now will have leapfrogged Odisha FC with 12 points. and of course a game in hand on Kerala Blasters FC. So net they could be sitting in P8, of course, just then a few points off those top four spots. They're about 7 points off over there, and of course they still have, all these teams still have to play each other more or less, and they have the opportunity to play all the teams as well. So their destiny, even for Odisha FC, their destiny is still all in their own hands. But yeah, there we go. And we do have Aadizema, the main man, the hero of the match, is here to have a chat with us. Adi, congrats, bhai. Very, very dominating display from you in both games today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good and वापस मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ I should have scored more today. My finishing wasn't good. And I was very lucky also because the third goal I scored, you saw that it was red time and me and DK were laughing about it.
बट यू नो
Yeah.
आदि जितना भी कहिए, आज आपका परफॉर्मेंस लाजवाब था. फाइनली हमने देखा शुभम का जो अनबीटन स्ट्रीक आपने तोड़ा. सो कुछ ऐसे प्लानिंग के साथ आए थे या फिर यू जस्ट वांटेड टू विन दैट गेम एंड हो गया बस?
मेरा like I don't feel like कि there was a plan behind it. I usually take one game at a time. 8 गेम बाकी है, 8 जीतने हैं and then देखेंगे कि top 4 is possible or not.
Yeah. But you guys are on a good run right now. Do you all have that confidence now going into every game ki no matter where the team is, ki chahe number 1 position or number 7 position, or that you all are capable of beating them on the day?
Definitely. I feel like all 22 of us are almost the same level. तो वो तो रह गए and finally the luck is on our side after so long. So अब तो we'll start believing also जो पहले एकदम से छूट गया था.
Yeah, I think more than luck, I must say it's about the skills that you guys have honed. And अजीम और मैं, मेरा ये भी हमारा डेस्क पे भी मानना था कि आप लोग ने बेसिक्स पे, स्पेशली आपने बेसिक्स, आपके जो कंपोजर रहता है टुवर्ड्स दैट फाइनल थर्ड, काफी ज्यादा देखने को मिला है. सो दर्शकों को थोड़ा बताइए, लेटली अभी जब आपको गेम के बीच में जो गैप्स मिल रहे हैं, हाउ आर यू यूटिलाइजिंग योर टाइम?
So after the patch, I was really struggling. अब मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. The thing I do, I play a lot, and that's been enough now. So after that, I started watching my old games, and I thought कि अब I have to play from the basics, simple X classes, and the players. This team is so good कि players खुद run लेते रहते हैं आपके लिए. So you have to be calm, and in final third, I'm pretty sure you will get one opening, and you have to take it.
Yeah. Well, you took all your openings today, so good luck and yeah, on upward trajectory आपके लिए, and all the best for the rest of the season. Let's see if you guys can make it to the top 4.
Fingers crossed. Thank you so much.
Cheers. All right, there you go. I mean, I could feel that, they've been working out on the basics, and he clearly said that needs to be done. Sometimes just getting back to your roots, sometimes just working at the very, basic zero level, and you start off from over there, it works out. And today we did not see something really out of the world, right? It was very simple, but very well timed. Of course, just that one goal where it was absolutely ludicrous. But yeah, very well timed. He did score those goals under a lot of composure and calmness. So yeah, we can clearly say that Hyderabad FC are in the right track.
Yeah. Well, and going back to basics after the patch, एकदम that's spot on, because I have started playing better after the patch, क्योंकि मेरा गेम एकदम ही बेसिक है, मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है, मैं एकदम बेसिक चीजें करते रहता हूँ, and अभी मैं सबको हरा रहा हूँ, मैं डिवीजन राइवल्स 2 पहुंच चुका हूँ, so I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, and good day overall for Hyderabad FC, and good form for me also. So happy.
I mean, you're definitely gonna play a lot of FIFAs tonight. Then you've got your F1 racing as well. But again, for all you viewers out there, Hyderabad FC have definitely picked their pace up. So the action is definitely heating up as we end our ending phases of our qualifying stages over here. But before we head out, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Of course, like the stream if you like. And first, before we head out, we again have to thank our sponsors. Alright, eISL is powered by Coca-Cola. Of course, our associate sponsors, Hero, our esports partners, Nordwin Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, for making this event happen. That being said, we're going to be calling it a night. We've got a lot of matches to watch in the real world of football as well, so we would encourage you to do that, support your favorite teams, and we're going to meet you tomorrow with some new set of matches. Till then, have a good night.